We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, Lobo.
Check Mike 21.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
25. Check 25.
Get a roll. West. Whip. Watch the whip. Set up.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Opening drive fumble. And the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go. Get him. You got him.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Great job.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
21. Check Mike 21.
Coming to you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Mike, 180. Let's go, defense.
57.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 32.
A 5-yard pickup.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go, back man. Blue 80!
Ready? Shift.
Black. Switch up!
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Philadelphia.
Brap.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
61, matchbox light.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Hey, empty.
At all costs. 49.
Hey, great 57.
Check 49.
Here, sit.
Go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Nice pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Haskins will throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Double dose. That's the way.
On first down, this is Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Malik Jackson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
4 down. Even.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's coming, double up. Fast. Five's the mic. Five's the mic. Delta.
For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Man 5-7. I'm bringing it.
Wentz going to throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the Washington Redskins.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
You go night-night. Time to go night-night.
Hey, check Mike.
On first down, it's Haskins.
All day, every day, any day.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's another.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The tackle made by Rodney McLeod.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The play lost 2 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hopper.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Smoke. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They go play action now. Haskins flush to his, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Mike's 56. No chance. Ship.
Hey, Lou.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jim.
Two jet.
Jim.
Two jet.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Always got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Protein spill.
On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lefty.
Yeah. Rush in.
Run.
Joker.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders.
Go, run.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Alpha.
From the 22, Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's get this.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
From the 41, Wentz, and he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
65. Deuce. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
80 weapon.
Watch twist.
Twist. Big edge.
Slam.
Hey, stash.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Great 15.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
36.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Now Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Safe. Back.
Sunday. 81.
Mike 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check.
Check.
The other side, solid.
On first down, Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Wahoo.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Check
Now
Mike
Haskins
21.
to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 56. Hey, keep.
Sunday.
Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Waiting.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
From the 44, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, 35 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins got a man. It's Brown.
Here we go.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Echo. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins.
He's not going to get me.
And his throw is incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Haskins to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this will be caught by Brown. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Here's Geis.
Check. Fresno. Check 26, check 26.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Complete to Torrey
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Short.
0-0, Mike free.
Second down and goal. Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, but now it's third and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal.
Check. Fast.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Grant fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Come to our world. We want it. Come.
Let's buy two.
No.
They go back to Grant. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Better bring it.
Hey, Ram.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Empty.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Montez Sweat brought it down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Go. 280.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Check 9.
Please.
Watch twist.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First down, Eagle.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down with a sack and Ziggy Ansah.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
X3, 218, chopper.
Wentz to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.